It's an American holiday, so I don't get Thanksgiving holidays here in
Okay.
Spain,
Oh, so
unfortunately.
now you are in Spain.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in
Wow.
Spain now.
What do you do in Spain? I'm just
Well,
curious. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, here I'm an English teacher. I've been living
Ah.
here for about 4 years. It's
Wow. I
not
see.
cold at
So do you
all.
still do you still study Spanish? I'm curious. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I have to because that's the main reason why I still teach English
Yeah.
because I need to improve my Spanish before I can do anything else. I have to improve my Spanish. Yeah,
Mm,
but I like teaching English, so I'm not really in a hurry
yeah.
to change. I'm still learning Spanish. I'm better. I can have a conversation. I'm probably a
Mm,
strong B2, C1
mm,
speaker, but I need to learn more. Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
100% comfortable with Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All the basics are easy though, but it's the complicated stuff.
Yeah.
Idioms, phrases, you
Yes.
know how it is. Idioms,
Of
phrasal
course.
verbs, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. 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 And
yeah.
this is exactly what I'm working on here in Cambly.
The secret to idioms is learning them in a phrase.
Mm,
To because you can learn what they mean, but if you knowing what it means and using it
yeah.
in the sentence, it's different. It
Yeah.
is
If
different.
you just know the idioms or collocation and
Yeah.
phrasal verbs, you
Yes.
you maybe literally try to understand with your own language, and then you
Yes.
use them in a conversation or whenever, and it
Yeah.
sometimes sounds really weird, right?
It does sound weird a
Yes.
lot of times when
So
you try
you
to
have to know
translate
that
it.
context. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
all what I'm working on. And what I meant was like a fishbone lodged in your throat.
Lodged in your throat. Okay.
Lodged. Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
Because
lodge.
you don't learn this vocabulary in a textbook or something.
No, nah, you kinda
Yeah,
learn it through speaking
yeah,
experience. Yeah,
yeah.
that's all that can.
Today's phrase number one, lodge. 食べ物などが使える、引っかかる、弾丸矢などが打ち込まれる。The fishbones lodged in her throat. The bullet was lodged in his spine. 今回のこのロッジなんですけど、大きく2つ意味があって、1つはロッジハウスとかログハウスみたいに、スキー場にある山小屋、丸太で作ったような家ですね。といったものに対して使われるロッジっていう意味と、もう一つは動詞で詰まるっていう意味があります。普段自分だったら There is something stuck in my throat とかっていう風にスタックを使って表現するんですけど、こういった使い方もできるよっていうのがね、そういう学びになったんで今回使ってみました。
You are learning another language. I mean Spanish,
I am.
right? And
I
I
am.
learn English, so you know how difficult to learn another language like this,
Yeah,
right?
I definitely know,
Yeah,
definitely know.
and like you say, well, now I think my English level is at an advanced level, but
Mhm,
but when I achieved advanced level, I
mhm,
realized that there are so many things I still can't understand.
mhm.
Especially, I
Yeah,
feel that when I'm watching, like foreign dramas, for example, American
mhm,
drama, right? Many
mhm.
people say, for example, last time, Lily Collins, she's
Lily
an
Curtis. Mhm.
she's an I think American actress,
Okay.
and yeah, she said something like, "I was just trying to piggybacking off of your idea
Yeah, yeah,
in
I
the
just
in the
gotta figure
drama,"
that.
and I was
Yeah,
like, I know the meaning of piggyback. It's
mhm,
piggybacking your son or something, right? But
yeah,
piggybacking off of your idea, I was like, what does that mean? And so every time I hear these idioms, I just pause the drama, pause whatever
yeah,
I'm watching, and I
yep,
take a memo.
yep.
Yeah,
It's actually a
and
good way to do it, yeah.
yeah, and I use them in a real conversation with my
Yeah,
friends and here with
yeah.
tutors. Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I
yeah.
said that's cool because when you like your English is good enough to where even if you hear something you don't
Yeah.
understand it, you can figure it out because your English
Mm-hmm.
is well enough to be able to kind of
Mm-hmm.
take the context and figure it out. Sometimes in Spanish it doesn't work for me
Mm.
yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Phrase number two, piggyback off of something 何々に便乗する。ピギーバックっていう言葉の意味自体には肩車をするとかね、おんぶをするっていう意味があって、give a baby a piggyback とかっていうとね、赤ん坊をおんぶするみたいに意味になるんですけど、ここでの piggyback off of something っていうことによって、例えば例文なんですけど、I'm just piggybacking off of your brilliant idea っていうところで、あなたのアイデアに便乗してるだけだよみたいな、そういった意味になります。
I really want to know how you learn Spanish. Are you learning by yourself? Are you a self-taught Spanish learner, or do you go to school?
So yes and no. So when I was in university, I actually studied in Spain for 1 year. I came
Oh,
here,
that's cool.
here,
Cool.
yeah, but look, it didn't go down that well. So
That's
it didn't
good.
go down well.
Yeah.
I came here and I partied. I had fun. I
Mm.
had a lot of fun. I had the time of my life, but I didn't learn Spanish.
Okay, yeah. Maybe you were just having fun, but
Yeah.
like in the process of having fun, you definitely put yourself, out there and
That's
communicate
true.
with
That's true. I
people,
learned
right?
a little bit. I learned
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit. I will hear Spanish every day for a year,
Mm.
but I didn't really speak. So
Mm.
I
I
got to
see.
the point to where I could read and write good. I was pretty
Yeah,
good at reading and writing, but I still couldn't have a conversation. Even
yeah.
after the whole year, I still couldn't have a conversation. So
How did you get out from there?
I when I made a decision to move here, I became more serious
Yeah.
about studying Spanish. Yeah,
Mm.
because I knew I was gonna, in order to do anything here, if I was gonna
Yeah,
live here, I needed
yeah,
Spanish.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Then
So
I became more,
determination.
yeah, I became more serious. I started watching TV series in Spanish, of course, with subtitles at first, and
Hmm.
s then I changed to Spanish subtitles. It got a little, it was a process. It was a long process,
Yeah,
actually,
it
but
was,
I
right?
like studying.
Now I'm at the point where I don't think it's a study for me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
breathing.
Right, yeah, that's true. For me, it still feels like studying because,
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't know, I still feel like I'm still in grammar.
Mm.
Mostly. Vocabulary, not so much. I can pretty much, even if I've never heard a word before, I can pick up on I can
Mm.
piggyback off the context. All right. I can use the
Mm.
context and then I can figure out what it means. But when I need to use it, the word, I won't remember the word. Uh
Mm.
because it's just not here. Spanish. When people hear me speak, they're like, "Oh, your Spanish is really good," and I'm like, "But it doesn't feel good when I
Yeah.
speak Spanish. It doesn't feel like me. I don't know. It just
Okay.
doesn't feel like English."
You mean
Yeah,
the language barrier?
yeah, yeah. There is
Maybe
a language.
maybe yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Maybe there are things that you want to say in Spanish, but as a second language learner, there's a limitation, right?
it's
In what you
very
can describe, so that you are
yeah,
trying to find a way that you can say it with a
yes,
limited vocabulary. So is that
yes.
what you're saying, that
Yeah, and
you
it
don't
becomes
think that?
frustrating.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
frustrating. Yeah.
it's it's very humbling. It's very humbling. Coming
Mm.
from the United States, I have a master's degree, educated, and I can communicate anything I want in English.
Yeah.
But then I come here, I can't communicate even in
Yeah.
conversations. Like I can understand most of the conversations, but when I need
Mm-mm-mm.
to, you know,
Yeah.
say something, I'm like, I don't know how to say it. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Phrase number 3 humbling 屈辱的な惨めな He defeated me in the competition. It was a humbling experience. 前から普通に訳すと He defeated me なんでね、彼は私を打ち負かした in the competition その競技で、でそれがねとてもすごく、惨めな、屈辱的な経験だったみたいな風に、訳せると思います。
Surprised that's exactly what I'm feeling right now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
using words. Yeah. What do you think? I mean, I think everyone has a different achievement goals, right?
yeah.
And for me, I want to achieve that level. You know, like
Yeah,
I want to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
me
don't know.
too.
Yeah, I don't know. Now I feel like how can I achieve that level? You know,
I think it's time and practice. We just
time.
have to be patient and continue to practice. As long as we don't stop what we're
Yeah, as long as
doing,
we don't
we're
stop.
gonna continue to learn. We're gonna keep
Yeah, yeah,
learning.
yeah.
We're just impatient sometimes. We
Yeah, yeah,
wanna
yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, learning
right.
another language is you know, it's all about consistency and you
You're just
know,
gonna have to push yourself. You have to
yeah,
constantly push yourself. You have to step outside your comfort zone. Try to say
mm-hmm.
things that you've never said before. Use vocabulary that you've never used before, and not being afraid of making mistakes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, 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 definitely, yeah.
yeah.
Well, that was a really good lesson. You know, we didn't use ebook. You use
I
thank you.
know. Use
Yeah,
a couple
program, yeah.
of them. Yeah, use a couple of
But I'm
them.
so glad that you said okay to you know, I don't know how to say. Yeah, we
Yeah,
just got
that's
30
me
seconds.
too.
Yeah,
All right, yeah.
thank
So hopefully we'll teach you
yeah
next week. All right.
next
All
week.
right.
Yeah,
Talk to you.
have a good day.
Bye bye.